Well, I don't really have a video ready for you guys today. Even though I'm doing one now, it's going to be a short one. I haven't had a chance to use the camera. I think the lens is getting all messed up again, whatever. I mean, I got this now. I use this all the time anyway, so I did do a beer review. It's on the camera, but I'll just find time to unload it. I've been too lazy, quite frankly. But I've been taking some time off. I know I haven't been around a lot. It's been very nice weather out, getting outside in the summer. You don't understand, where I live in the wintertime, you're inside all the time. So, it's been in the mid-80s, almost 90 today. Been outside doing yard work, just stuff to do active. But whatever, who gives a fuck, right? It's not why you came here. You came here because you want to hear about the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback situation. Or at least, you have requested that, several of you. What my thoughts are on it. And real quick, just get this out of the way. Somebody wanted me to talk about what I think of the NBA Finals. I could give two shits less about the fucking NBA. The NBA is a joke, in my opinion. I quit watching the NBA when Michael Jordan retired. I mean, ever since then, the NBA has sucked. So yes, my thoughts on the NBA, who wins, I could care less. I'm just getting sick and tired of hearing about LeBron James, I can tell you that much. But that's just because every time you turn the TV on, the finals are going on, so that's all you hear about. Haven't watched any NBA games at all, don't care to. Like I said, I really could care less about the NBA anymore. So back to the NFL, the sport everybody cares about. So we have A.J. McCarron to the newest addition to the quarterback situation. We got Andy Dalton, if you want to call him a quarterback, and we have Jason Campbell, the veteran. I took a look at the schedule, and I'll get that posted out to you guys as soon as I can. We open up in Baltimore, I believe, and it's not going to be good. I already know that Marvin Lewis and Mike Brown, they're going to stick with Dalton because that's just what they do. Clearly can see the guy ain't the answer. I really have I don't look forward to this coming NFL season. I really don't. There's nothing to look forward to. I mean, we got a guy at quarterback, decent in the regular season, I'll give him that, but we all know when the big moment comes, he's going to fold up. So the league's got a book on him now. They know what he's all about. And I'm looking for, and I'm trying to thank all the teams that I've seen on the schedule, but the way it is right now with Dalton at quarterback, we'll win 6 games at the most. Because we ain't got a chance. We ain't going to be successful with Andy Dalton at quarterback. Sorry. It ain't going to happen. I'm sold out on Andy Dalton. I don't really care. Between Andy Dalton and Marvin Lewis and Mike Brown, they've really made it to where I could give two shits less about the Bengals anymore. They're still my team. They're always going to be my team. But at this point, I'm just saying fuck them because there's nothing to look forward to. I mean, these 3 guys have made it to where more Mike Brown and Marvin Lewis have made it to where, as a Bengals fan, I really could care less if I see a game because it's the same shit, different year. We may be, if we get lucky, we may get in a wild card and we're going to get our ass beat again because we got a quarterback that can't get it done. So they cut Josh Johnson. Really not a surprise. I wanted to see what Josh Johnson could have done. I liked his mobility. I'm not saying he was a full-time solution, but what I'm saying is anything better than Andy Dalton. I mean, at one point I was even willing to start Jason Campbell over Andy Dalton. So I'm sold out on Andy Dalton, guys. I just don't see him getting it done. I look at Andy Dalton. I've looked at these 3 years, and I don't see any progress at all to show me that this guy's going to be the answer because it's clearly he's not. But Marvin Lewis, that's my guy. He's my starting quarterback. That's my guy. Marvin Lewis, that's why in 11 years you haven't done shit with a fucking team that is clearly capable of being right where Denver was last year. Clearly capable. You're 0-5 in the playoffs. That's why this team hasn't done shit in 11 years. Because you guys are not willing to change. Clearly can see Andy Dalton's not the answer. Not saying it's all Andy Dalton's fault, and I'm not saying it's all Marvin Lewis's fault. Marvin Lewis ain't out there throwing interceptions and fumbling the ball when it matters the most. Andy Dalton is. You know? So I'll give Marvin Lewis some credit on that. And I still say, at this point right now, Marvin Lewis probably would be our best shot, considering that we have a team that's built around Andy Dalton 3 years. I don't care. Everybody says, well, everybody's built around Andy Dalton. They know how he is. You know what? Half them players don't want to play for Andy Dalton. You can just see it on the field. You can just see that they're irritated and disgusted and don't want to play under Andy Dalton at quarterback. And can you blame them? You got a guy like A.J. Green. Put him on New England once. Put him on a team like with Peyton Manning, even though Peyton Manning chokes in every big game there is. But put him on Seattle or any team like that and see what he does. His numbers would double, if not triple. Because, he can put up the numbers that, if he can put up the numbers right now with Andy Dalton at quarterback, my God, I couldn't imagine if he had Roethlisberger, or Brady, or somebody like that. So long story short, I'll give you the NFL season opponents, and I'm pretty sure we open up in Baltimore. It's going to be an embarrassment. It's going to be an embarrassment because, I know everybody's hyping up the Bengals much like they did last year at this time. And they think, well, this is probably going to be the year Dalton's going to get it together. He's not going to get it together, guys. He just ain't got it. And if we continue to have him as quarterback, there's no reason to even watch him. There's no reason. And you can say how much I'm not a true fan all you want. Now, unlike some fans, see, here's the problem with the NFL today. The fans don't want to admit when their team's got a problem. Everything's all fine and dandy. Really? We haven't won a playoff game in almost 25 years. Marvin Lewis is 0-5 in the playoffs when we have gone. We've gotten humiliated basically every time we've been in the playoffs under him as a head coach. I don't see what the good in it is. I don't see it. I don't see what the good is. So, that's my thoughts on it. A.J. McCarron, as far as he goes, we're stuck between a rock and a hard spot. We got Andy Dalton. We got Jason Campbell. Give him a shot, but he's too old to build around. He's getting towards the end of his career. He's too old to build around. Then you got A.J. McCarron. I would take my chances with McCarron right now simply because he's a young guy. He's new. We've all know what Andy Dalton's all about. We all know Jason Campbell's a lifetime backup. He's probably going to be the third string, more than likely, assuming A.J. McCarron takes the second spot, which he should. So, yeah. You got them three quarterbacks. Feel free to tell me how the hell you can win with them three quarterbacks. Dalton, Campbell, McCarron. And I'll be fair to A.J. McCarron. I don't know nothing about him, so I can't really speak. I'll take that back. I don't know much about him, but because I don't watch college. So, let me know your thoughts. I'll get back to you guys soon with the video. Just been busy, man. Summer's out. Summer's basically here, and people are getting out more, getting busier. Weather's nicer. I like to get outside more. So, but I'll be in touch with you guys, and we'll see you soon.